that I see a man with a shirt on. It says 40% life. And this is like his iconic shirt. You won't know him, but his name is Nas Daily. So I see him, I go down the stairs, he's like FaceTiming someone. I go and I'm like, hey, Nas, big fan.
Good one.
Yes,
good one.
Dude. I send him a cold DM. Hey, Nas, I'm a YouTuber. We met at Chelsea Piers. I get 1 billion views. If you want to stop by, feel free. And he's like, sick, dude. How about tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
Maybe 6 months ago, Michael Dell comes sliding into my DMs.
Michael Dell of Dell Computer.
The Dell Computer. He DMs me out of the blue. Your video about Dell missed the modern version of what we have become now. So I was like, I'll cover it again. I'll do a modern day Dell short. And he sends me just a plethora of material. I'm like begging him to appear in this long form with us. And then Sunday, I wake up and I open up Twitter and there's a DM from Michael Dell. And it's...
Welcome to the Smart Nonsense Podcast, where we talk about entrepreneurship, self-development, and challenging norms. Welcome.
We shouldn't, Pop. We should shut it down. We should shut it all the way down. There's...
What?
The pod.
The pod, dude.
Every aspect of it. Shut it down.
I can't.
There's too much. There's actually too much to discuss. It's not worth it.
You know, when I stopped writing shorts, and by writing I mean writing, because that's how we speak, I became a new man. I started taking meetings. Never used to do that. Anyone can text me on a whim. Our friends will just text me because I guess federal holidays we don't abide by, but other people do. I'll sign up. Why not? And then with the pod, dude, I'll see pod everywhere now. Yeah. And I'll see you tweaking out in the camera because it can't focus.
It's really annoying. So we're just going to roll with it. Watch us on YouTube. Subscribe
dude.
if you would. Boom. But yeah, that's kind of funny that we flipped. We became opposites. So that was sick. When nothing was working, I was doing all the crap you're talking about. And then we did it, Pop. We became content creators and we get views and stuff. And little old me said, shut it down. I got a job to do. No more meetings, no more friends, none of it. We have one thing to do now. It's never been clearer. Dude, and it's 3 p.m. where you are. It's 3 p.m. where you are.
we normally shoot 2 hours ago. 2.5.
No, there's a lot of FOD.
Well, here's the thing. People normally say, like Derek Sivers, he has this thing. Hey, when you're starting out in your career, say yes to everything. You're a yes man. That's all you are. But then once you have success, which we found, we're very successful. Now you say no to everything.
Because there's a lot you could say yes to. In fact, every yes is like 1 million no's.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
You want to writ today? No. You want to shoot shorts? No, dude. You want to hire a writer? No. I'm going to go talk to Zach. That's what I'm going to do.
That's cool.
No, I talked to a lot of people. We got a lot going on. I think it's karma. I'm going to say on the last
All-In Summit? We're going to the All-In Summit. You're coming here. We said yes to that. We're getting interviewed in Chicago.
Dude.
We got 10 yeses this week.
I know. Literally at the end of the last podcast, I think I booted up the podcast after we shut it down just to say, I think we should be more adventurous, get back into our chaotic, just sign up for everything days.
Nope.
Immediately, dude. I think I've spent 10 grand in the last, I guess we have, because we're both going. But I've spent 5 grand to go to fucking Canada for no reason.
Exactly. So right after you said that, and then we're going to move on. We are going to move on. Right after you said that, we said yes to doing the video for All-In Summit and going to LA this weekend, which coincided with saying yes to doing a starter story interview with Pat Walls. I think in the last episode, I opened my Twitter and I was like, oh, Pat Walls DM'd me. That's what that was.
In Chicago.
And then because you're out west, you're going to an Andrew Wilkinson mastermind. Because you're a mastermind, dude. Congratulations. Paying to be there.
It was something about... Dude, when you're out, it's when you're in Asia, dude.
Yeah.
Stay in Asia. And that's basically Asia for me.
Yeah.
And then I also took 10 meetings. Literally, I have 4 meetings a day for the next 3 days. My girlfriend's like, can you see me before you leave for 2 weeks? And I'm like, no, dude, I gotta
haven't
go.
had a meeting in probably 3 weeks. and life rips.
Well, here's the problem. It's kind of like in the early days, you want to say yes to everything, but there's nothing.
Oh, say it again. Oh, you repeat your point. 4 minutes later.
I might have a stroke. I've never talked to this many people. Well, here's the problem, right? Now people want to talk to us. I just want to hammer this point home, right? People want to talk to us because now it's like, I didn't realize until you said the numbers, we got 1 billion views in 1 year.
Thread. That's a thread.
I'm throwing that out. We don't have to build off that. I'm just saying we got 1 billion views in a year. And now, like, who the fuck gets that? So it's the easiest intro to anyone. It's like, hey, we're YouTubers, got 1 billion views in a year. You want to talk? And it's like,
did you tell the people to split?
No. Well,
because it's not an equal
kind of expected, dude. I do
80-30.
I do find it funny that I'm the only one flaunting our stats, and it's an 80-20, dude. It's a hard 80-20. And I'm not the 80. I'm not the 80. But congrats, dude. Yeah. You're a sick creator.
Speaking of creating, maybe 6 months ago, Michael Dell comes sliding into my DMs.
Michael Dell of Dell Computer.
Of the Dell Computer.
The guy, he builds them all himself.
He did that, and I had a Dell computer as a child.
Right.
So my computer that said Dell on the front, Michael Dell.
Did you send him a picture of your Mac and just a middle finger now?
I should.
With his stock price?
Because the thesis of this thread is I need to ghost Michael Dell.
No, you don't, dude. Don't think you're a hot shot with 800 million views, dude.
It's actually not even gonna be. It's not even gonna be a good story because we don't do B-roll probably. But
you can add B-roll. Out him, dude.
Out him. It's nothing. Here's the thing. You don't get to become Michael Dell without being a little bit crazy.
That's the PC.
There's no amount of normal that gets you to become Michael Dell.
And he's cooking burgers. Sorry.
I don't know what that means.
I thought you were trying to say Asperger's.
Oh, no, but he might.
Oh, so he's legit crazy.
Well, I sent you what happened, right? So basically, what did actually happen? So I wanted to make a long form video with him, right? He had seen one of my shorts. He corrected me. He was like, "Hey, you neglected modern day Dell."
Don't just like throw us halfway into the story. Beauty of content.
I feel like we covered it on the pod before.
Well, here's the thing, dude. How many people do you think watch more than 2 podcasts?
The episode's probably not even out yet, so I wouldn't know.
This is September 5th, by the way. 2023. Belky had made a short about Dell Computer, and I think you ChatGPT/barded it, so it was largely historically inaccurate.
No, it was remixed off of the Company Man's video, a long-form YouTube video titled "The Decline of Dell." So it was a short.
You nagged him, dude.
I nagged him. It was a short primarily focused on like Dell tanking over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And so he DMs me. He DMs me out of the blue. Your video about Dell missed the modern version of what we have become now. Oh. Poor guy. He goes on to send me like, so I was like, I'll cover it again. I'll do a modern day Dell short. And he sends me just a plethora of material.
Wait, why'd you originally want to do? Did you make the short about that? Why'd you go to long?
It was so old. It was in the days when we would take a viral long form video and make a short about it.
I know, but then you're like, oh, Dell, yeah, I fucked up. Let me do a modern long version of this.
No. So I was going to do a short version. Right? And he sends me all these material and he's like, read this and you'll understand. And I'm like, whoa. Then we got talking. This is why I don't know if it was on the podcast or not, but we got talking after work and we were like, wait a minute. We didn't like properly react to the fact that Michael Dell,
it was worth like probably $20 billion or whatever it is.
Something. And so then we started spiraling with each other and we were like, no. He likes our mission. He likes what we're doing. we're going to go to Dell's house and we're going to do a vlog. We're going to do a vlog where the animated world meets Michael Dell in real life. That's how it became a long form episode.
That's the crazy I like, dude. I like those guys. That's a great idea.
So basically, and I want to move on from this thread as well, constantly moving on. I'm like begging him. I 10 messaged him, 10 blues, begging him to appear in this long form with us. I give him the entire mission for like smart South Park for nerds, that whole thing. I ping Sadim, which is our trademarked way to get somebody who's ghosted us to come back online.
Right, like a sad puppy, dude. You can't leave a sad puppy in the street.
That was in May, Pop. May. And then Sunday, I wake up and I roll out of bed. And, well, I waited about an hour because I read before I go on Twitter. And I open up Twitter. And there's a DM from Michael Dell. And it's 2 question marks.
That's it?
That's it. How many months later is that? It's 4 months later. 2 question marks.
Did you tell him it's right after the Vietnam video?
Well, what I told him is I'm going to do a deep dive on Dell in my next long form video, which is going to be in about a month. I have not forgotten. And this is where he probably has Asperger's. He just starts sending me bar graphs of Dell's...
Bar graphs, dude.
Or line graphs, excuse me.
Oh, line graphs, dude.
Line graphs of Dell's stock price. I send one emoji. Just a melting face because I don't know how to respond to Asperger's.
I don't know if the fry cook's gonna like that, dude.
I still don't know what the fry cook means.
What does a melting face mean?
It means like, what are you sending me, dude? And he sends me.
He's trying to remind
one.
you how sick his company is.
I know. He doubles down,
dude.
He doubles down.
If you're that badass, where it's like, hey, by the way, my company's sick, and all you have to do is send a picture of your stock price on your public company.
Well, it's his name. The public company is his name. It's Dell. So anyway, I send the melting face emoji, and he doubles down 4 hours later, just says, stock is up almost 70% year to date. And that's when I had to
couldn't read the line chart, dude.
Well, the line chart was a week. He sent me the 1 week view, up 23%. They must have had earnings. It's
even more impressive.
It's just a sheer cliff up.
He's trying to get Thursday. You to feed the marketing fire. He doesn't know it takes Jan a month to make these.
And we don't do modern day stuff. It's got to be evergreen.
Well,
anyway, dude. So I'm ghosting Michael Dell for a while, which is a crazy thing to utter. It's really. If you told me 2 years ago we'd be here. Ghosting Michael Dell?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want you to ghost him. Because he's probably got daughters, dude.
You remember what we were saying about saying yes and no and stuff?
Oh, earlier in this conversation? Mm-hmm. To Michael Dell?
It's a no for now.
Let me give you a yes, dude. So
bring it. Everyone
knows I got 6 leases, right? I got this studio, which luckily all my my coworkers, they're gone. So that's nice. Can record
Colleagues.
here. I got a studio. I said the same thing twice. I got a studio here. I got an apartment at home. I got a gym membership and probably 3 other ones that I don't know about. The gym membership, some would say it's underused. I've had it now for probably 8 months. I've gone less than 8 times. I'd say 5 times. And it costs $250 a month, which is fine, right? Burn a couple grand, and that's pre-tax. Post-tax? How does that work? It's like $5,000.
That's post-tax. It's post-tax.
Post-tax, right? So now you got a pre-tax make double that because New York. Yeah. So that's fine, right? I rationalize it because it's an investment, right? There are a lot of creators that I follow that go to this gym.
My bad. Because I was thinking about the story you had on here, and this is why people should subscribe, where last time you talked about your gym, you talked about looking up from doing push-ups, and Hugh Jackman was right in front of you.
Right.
What's the investment there?
I've told probably 6 people about that story.
Oh, the story. Okay.
Right.
The story.
So
that's fine.
If you put a monetary, that's probably like $5 worth of like cool street cred.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's paying for itself. So basically every time of the 5 times I've gone to the gym, 5 out of 5 times I've seen someone cool. Like not like Hugh Jackman level cool. That was a once in a lifetime. But then there's like other YouTubers I follow, and they all go there. So it's like the YouTuber gym. Now, my buddies, we went to New Jersey. Some Twitter buddies. You know, that's how I make friends. And we go there. Yes. We take some. Huh?
Say yes. Just you're saying yes to the dress.
I'll go anywhere. I'm a sociable guy. But the problem is then I got to take like a couple days off, and people don't like that when I just go off the grid. But that's fine. So we go to the beach, take some photos. They all see they're out of shape. So now the whole group chat wants to get back in shape. Turns out one of the friends is a member of Chelsea Pier's gym, my gym. I can call it that because I'm a member there. And so we go to the gym, right? I'm not a gym guy, don't know how to use machines, anything. We go there, we're just hanging out. And who do I see? Now, for the audience, you probably don't know this person because you're not deep in the YouTube space or the Facebook space. But I see a man with a shirt on. And this shirt has a bar across it. And it's not a bar graph. Line chart.
I'm running through all the YouTuber merch in my head. I'm like, seek discomfort.
Yeah. He's got a bar, and it's like excites. Filled about a third. Technically, 40%. It says
40%.
40% life.
Oh.
And this is like his iconic shirt. You won't know him, but his name is Nas Daily.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
didn't know his merch line, but I definitely know Nas.
He doesn't have a merch line. He just wears the shirt. This is actually interesting because we talk about selling merch, and like, he's like, dude, I didn't want to be a clothing store, so I didn't make merch. Did I talk to him? Yes, I did. But I'm quoting him as if he's talking to me because I hear that in podcasts. Okay. So now everyone that's been here, you know my playbook.
It'd be so funny if your shtick was like almost imaginary conversations with people where you're just pulling stuff you heard him say on famous podcasts. It's like, he's schizophrenic.
Right.
Okay.
So now I see this person. Now my buddy doesn't know who he is, but I know like he basically invented Facebook video. Like Facebook's for
and
he's
like
international.
Well, he didn't invent 60-second stuff, but he was like a very early 60-second kind of story vlogger person.
Right. On Facebook. Because like everyone abroad uses Facebook, that's just the thing. And he's like, everyone here uses like Instagram, but that's not like a thing abroad. So he blew up there, gets like billions of views on all his platforms. There's like 12 million subs on YouTube. So I recognize him. And I just see him alone. He's like FaceTiming. And now you know what I do. You know, right? I see a guy, I go up and say hi. Bold introvert, right? And it's not hard. Like I think the hardest part with approaching people is like, what do you say at the start? Is actually like, why people have like canned openers or whatever they say. It's like, just get out of your head. So I just go up and I'm like, okay, here's the problem, right?
Oh, we're in the conflict.
That was unintentional. I've seen this guy's stuff. Like I saw him originally with his Casey interview, and that's where I learned like Casey doesn't give a fuck. He just posts and ghosts. And I remember like sending this to Henry like a year ago.
Nas Summit or something.
Nas Summit.
Conference he was doing.
So I see him, I go down the stairs, he's like FaceTiming someone. I go and I'm like, hey, Nas.
Oh, from a ways away.
He was down the stairs and I was going down the stairs, but when he turned and kind of made eye contact, so you gotta say something when you make eye contact. You can't wait. I've been in the threshold. We talked about the threshold before at an earlier pod with Ashley, your mom, Ashley, singular. So I see him, he sees me. I go, I'm like, hey, Nas. Big fan.
Good one.
Yes, good one. Dude. Big fan. He didn't say this, but if I were in fact a big fan, I'd know that Nas isn't his name.
That's right.
Paradox. His name is actually Nuseir. But that's fine, dude. He probably gets it a lot. So I'm like, big fan, dude. Welcome to the YouTuber gym. He's like, oh, I didn't know there was a YouTuber gym.
Your gym. Your YouTube gym.
Welcome to my YouTuber gym. I see him. I'm like, hey, dude, I see you on FaceTime. He's doing like a training session with this dude. I'm like, just wanted to say hi. I'm out of here, dude.
Oh.
And I leave. And that's awesome. That's usually where the story ends. But everyone knows, the true fans know that I'm a two-threshold guy, right? I go out the door. You think it's closed? Jam my foot right back in. Walk right back through.
Remembered what you wanted to say.
Right. Because you got to really have a plan. Like, what are you supposed to say in those situations? I didn't have one, so I dipped. I went and stretched, thought of a plan, and then after, I was walking out, and I see him again by the track, still on FaceTime. And I'm like, all right, time to execute the plan. I see him. I'm like, hey, Nas. He's like, yo, dude, see ya. And I leave, dude. I flubbed it, dude. I flubbed it.
Wait, who said see ya? He said see ya?
It was kind of a mutual, like, wasn't
we're
not conversation
not
time,
doing
dude.
This again.
See ya.
Nice.
So that's fine, dude. But where's the story go
plan?
From here?
Out of curiosity.
The plan is this, dude. I send him a cold DM. I say, hey, Nas.
A third time.
Triple down. Why look up his name? Hey, Nas, dude. I'm a YouTuber. We met at Chelsea Piers. I get 1 billion views. Plus Henry. I work next to Casey Neistat at 368. I'll drop everything, dude. I'll drop everything, every name I've ever come across. If you want to stop by, feel free. Shoot it off, dude. No response. No response to the DM.
No.
Luckily, though, I cold emailed him too, and he responded to the email. And he's like, sick, dude. How about tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
Oh, there is a redeeming plot.
Yeah. So, hey, dude.
That's
long
really
story
cool.
short, he comes
Do you
over.
think he would have said yes if he didn't have my views as well?
I told him 200 million views.
It just it doesn't.
Dude.
400,000 subs.
I might have added it in 1 year too, just to really fucking.
Not
fuck,
to,
dude.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
to
mean,
stall
you
that.
were. Yeah. You've been doing it about 1.5 years. I just hit my.
Well, I did.
one-year
I did the
anniversary.
365. To be fair, I actually think I'm at 300 M's. If we did the full year, so you know,
you are at 300 M's.
for a year.
Yeah. 80, 30. Wait, so is that today? Is that another meeting?
That
you're having
was
today?
2 days ago. So, dude, where's the story go from here? He comes over.
Oh, so you had a play date.
We had a play date, dude,
Oh.
and I was with my other buddy Alan. He comes
Who
over.
the fuck is Alan? Dude, like, I just need to write short. Your other buddy Alan? Right now?
I got so many buddies, dude. Play dates left and right, and you're just writing short, so thank you, dude. We hang out right behind me. He comes in. He's like, dude, he's trying to figure out what the fuck he got himself into. Because now
Nice.
he's sitting in this chair right here. I'm sitting in my chair right there, and Alan's in that chair. And now we're sitting down. No one's here. He's like, are you friends with Casey? And I'm like, no, not really. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, you catfished him.
Kind of catfished him. Then he's like, wait, so who's Henry? And I'm like, no, he's not here.
Oh, no. The
Not here, dude.
catfish episode.
Henry's in Chicago. And he's like, okay, so you are. I'm like, I'm Dylan. That's Alan. And he's like, who the fuck is Alan? And now the first 10 minutes is really just trying to figure out what we're all getting ourselves into.
It's the Spider-Man meme. Everyone's just pointing like, how? Why?
I don't think he ever figured out what Alan is, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like you know what Alan is.
Well, Alan tried to say what he is, and he kind of had like a
Wiffle waffle.
a wiffle waffle, like the corporate speak. And I'm like, Alan works with big TikTokers to make ads, and now he wants to make an agency with hot girls. And he's like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's like, dude, you just gotta get straight to the point. It's actually a cool business. I'm kind of jealous of it. He's just like DMing a bunch of hot girls that are like,
To do what?
Don't know how to make money.
Oh, to make ads.
And he just connects them with brands, and then he just got like a network of hot girls. But so the conversation was cool, okay? Because little context on Nuseir, who goes by Nas Daily on the internet. He's basically like us. He just took a different angle. So he started by like making these sort of vlogs or like mini vlogs that went viral. Ours didn't. So we like failed in that and created a business. He went viral first and then created a business off of that because companies were like, hey, can you make viral videos for us? And that does like 8 million a year or so. Of that, I don't know like how public this stuff is, but like he makes a couple million in profit. Pretty serious
sponsoring
business.
his videos.
Oh, don't die on me, dude. My bad. My bad.
Just crash, dude. I could get into the science of that, to adenosine. Anyway, it's a caffeine crash. My bad. I'm back.
That's fine.
Just
Michael
like
Dell?
that. Just like that. I'm back.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I had a lot of preamble for this, but it was really cool because like he's a big dude, got like billions of views. He's kind of like us. Oh, he also went to Harvard, so it's like a cool kind of like smart guy comes into this, and we're talking about like how pretty much every creator comes at it from the right brain, like the creative side of the brain. They come into content and then just get fucked when they have views. They don't know what to do with it.
That's like, a short, dude. The different sides of the brain. Everyone's always talking about that. I would have said creative.
I know.
Left
I had
brain.
the flip flop. I figured right is smarter to me. But
okay, continue.
He's basically like, dude, I'm a left side of the brain. Sounds like you guys are, because he got like our little backstory when he finally figured out what we do. And he's like, dude, it's such an advantage. Like now he has the agency that's profitable, prints cash, and then he just raised venture. He raised like over $20 million to launch this new like software product that he can like. It's for
community,
basically,
right?
It's like you're a creator, and it's community and paid products. It's like everything in one sort of thing. I think it's kind of funny that like every creator makes creator products because like we can only think about ourselves, and that's all we know. But then like when we talk to someone like our mentor Patrick Campbell, he's just like, dude.
I'm thinking about, you ever just put so much energy into the preamble that you got nothing for the takeaways? It's hilarious.
You put it in or I put it in?
I don't know. Someone put it in.
I
and
put
it
a
is
lot of
not
energy
coming
into
back
the preamble.
out. Endothermic preamble.
That's what I want you to do. I want you to do more physics shorts.
Stay on the thread.
Well, I'm getting negged, dude.
Your endothermic story.
You want a chart of my stock
absorbing energy.
I'm really not doing this thing justice, dude.
No,
it was sick.
It's sick. I'm so proud of you.
He was basically talking about how sick we are, and like that's really cool. He watched our shorts.
We meaning these kind of business first creators, or you specifically.
Like you and me specifically. I think he had seen your shorts. He didn't know like.
That's why he's like, who the fuck is Alan? You emailed me about this guy Henry, and there's an Alan here.
I don't think I ever told him where you are, but
locked up.
But he watched he watched the shorts, and he's like, yeah, basically you guys are just like kind of interesting. He didn't say kind of. He didn't neg me like that, but he was like interesting like history stories. And it's like, yeah, he's like, I don't really get much of you guys. Here's the thing, dude. We also talked about like dating and stuff.
Oh, I bet you did.
Oh wait, no, this is another meeting I had. Totally separate meeting, dude. I talk about it in every meeting.
One track mind.
Come on, you crash and burn. Basically,
you got 3
like
minutes for this meeting.
Fuck me, dude.
The podcast is going daily, by the way. For anyone who's in the 27th minute of this one, you're gonna get this daily.
Fuck.
It's gonna
dude, I didn't even.
No, we've had.
I didn't even get to his relationship, dude. That was the plot, dude. Endothermic.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
I have 8 ripping, roaring hot threads. But
do you want? I don't know, dude. I went to the gym with him today. I'm playing padel with him tomorrow.
Nas?
Yeah, he's invited me to some sick party.
Wait, slow down. See, there's actually a lot of juice here. Is he?
I know, but you're squeezing me, dude.
The suicide squeeze. You guys are kind of becoming best friends.
Yeah,
that's a lot of. That's like
we've hung out a lot, dude. He beat the fuck out of me this morning, dude. He does
what?
6 days a week at the gym. He does like fucking the craziest hell workout I've ever seen. And I just burned. I thought I was gonna pass out. He absolutely destroyed me.
Is he shredded?
Yeah, I don't know how like shredded he looks, but he's like, he's
Is he New York based?
It's like a 10% body fat.
Okay, I got a lot of questions now. You revived this. It's become exothermic.
So I got to make it more inclusive, I guess.
So, how old is he?
He's 5 years older than us. 31.
Okay, plus or minus 5. It works.
He's right on the threshold.
right? You can't be friends with people who are plus or minus 5 years your age. Is he married?
This is where a lot of FOD was coming.
Yep.
He had a 6-year relationship with a girl he met, and like they did content together, etc. But they just broke up 3 months ago. And
so
now he's out
for
and
new
single.
Okay. He's looking for a wingman.
Right. Oh, dude, he just said he started his workouts 3 months ago. That's when he broke up. New man.
Can't out him like this. Anyway, I'm on Google Images. What's pretty cool is I see his shirts go like 33% life, 35% life. It's like 34% life, 39% life. That's his lifespan on his shirt, huh?
It's kind of sick. He wears it every day too.
That's like Nick Gray wearing his neon green hat, which I also think is awesome. It's mostly awesome. You're kind of crazy though.
Oh, if you're wearing that?
Yeah, or it's like Tim Urban's death calendar you can hang in your room and
but that's
scratch out the boxes of weeks and shit.
Crazy people are sick. Because they're just like, oh, you're doing your life in your own unique way. That's not very unique. Your own unique way. And that's awesome.
Yeah. So we talked. Awesome.
Basically, my question was like, because I watched a couple of his podcasts before. And I'm like, dude, you just broke up with your girlfriend. You get billions of views. You got 12 million followers or subscribers on YouTube.
You're going to give him the pitch.
I'm like,
do
you ever think of like how you could maybe parlay that into a wife?
Because I don't.
I'm just
asking for a friend.
I'm just asking for a friend.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it sounds really bad. Well, it was just interesting. I don't want to like out too many of his takes, but I think like the PC version of everything is like his wife is somewhere in his audience or like someone he knows. It's like in his circle already, whether it's a friend of a friend or just someone that
some would say is on the planet.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess if you've gotten 7 billion views or whatever.
Literally, my bad. But I don't have a point. That's just a lot of people.
He was basically like telling me he looks at like this isn't intentionally for like a wife thing or it's just for like meeting cool people, but like he looks at every DM, every like comment, like he's just like all over it. So he sees everything. And we're talking about like originally we shared him because he was like see everything versus Casey was post and ghost. So I became post and ghost. It's like, dude, if you're trying to meet people through your content and you don't look at anything, what are you doing? And I was like, you're right, dude, you're right. And so he basically like, he has these summits, he has all these events. He's like, dude, you gotta have like, I don't want to do this, but it's like, he has events and he just meets people after it. And like, he's just meeting like thousands and thousands of people. And it's like, dude, it's just like, life's teed up. And then he's also like, dude, I don't mean to nag you, but how old are you? I'm like, I'm 26. And he's 31. He's like, you're 26. And how many subscribers do you have? I'm like, yeah, almost half a million. He's like, why are you worried about a wife when you don't even have 1 million subscribers?
Because you're saying yes. Yes, man.
Yeah, basically his point was like, his point was kind of the Munger point of like, just focus on yourself. Like a great wife wants a great husband. So it's like, just be a great husband. And by definition, you'll find a great wife. Like a great wife isn't going to want like a 500K sub YouTuber. It's like, dude, just be like fucking cooler. And then it'll just come to you. If you're the magnet and you're like not being the post and ghost incel. It's like, okay. All right.
A lot of good confirmation bias in there.
Yeah, it was pretty much all that I thought. And it's cool just to hear his perspective because he's a big audience, fresh off the relationship game. So it was cool, dude. That's why we're friends. That's why we're playing all these sports and he's beating me up. Probably had some more FOD there, but I didn't mean to suck it all out in the preamble.
Sucked, dude. Sucked me dry in this endothermic reaction. I think we gotta shut it down, Pop. Keep it short and sweet. And by short and sweet, I mean fairly long. And Garden!